Hey guys, this is Synchronize here. Welcome back to Minecraft. Today we are taking a look at a limited pulse generator. I made this because I have a multiplayer, well I don't have a multiplayer server, there's a multiplayer server I play on, and basically they don't allow continuous redstone circuits because they had an issue in the past with it and it basically caused them quite a bit of lag, with many players just having endless piston and endless egg farms as well. So I've created this system here, which is very resource light and is also very... It's a lot easier to process than an endless redstone circuit. Basically what this does, acts a bit like a clock. It will run for a certain number of times and you can specify those number of times that you want this to run and then it turns itself off. It's not like the endless repeater chains that you can actually do. Oh, wrong key. There's one way you can do this, is this. You set up multiple repeaters and you just have a line of repeaters going like this, and you can have something pulse multiple times. The problem with this is, if someone just starts mashing the button, it will keep resetting the system and you'll just get a kind of spasm of movement, which isn't exactly ideal. This system here does actually just run through that one time after the button's been pressed, and it fully resets itself once it's finished running through. There's no redstone signal left over, it turns itself off and is ready to be used again. So I'll just demonstrate this to you here. If I press this button, this will run for a set number of times. Let's see how many I set it to. So that's 4, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we check the redstone, 4. So that's how you set this. You set this with items, which I thought was a great way of doing it. Oops. Now, if you're looking at this and you're thinking, no, that's fine. I know what he's doing. He's just having this run through. Well, I can actually change the number of items in it. Let's go for 2 more items, so it should run through 6 times in total. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then it turns itself off again. So you can actually, if I show you here, press the button, keep pressing the button, and it will not have any effect on this. It will still run through its 6 times. Basically the way I've worked this is I have a hopper moving into a dropper, and the dropper will feed items back into the hopper, and we've got comparators reading the redstone signal out of the dropper and out of the hopper, and the moving of the items, well, rather when there's items in the dropper, a redstone pulse gets activates a clock. But as that clock pulses, it actually removes one of the items from the dropper and places it in the hopper. And that's the basis of this whole system. I'll demonstrate how to build it just in a bit. But first I'll just explain some of the key concepts behind this. So I started out with this model over here, which you can see is very bulky. And the problem with this one was it was actually quite inaccurate, because I didn't have a way to turn off the hopper. The hopper would stay on, or stay redstone negative the whole time, which meant it was constantly trying to feed items back into the dropper. As you can, this system would work the same if you want a more spanned out one. I cannot see why you'd want to do that. Anyway, on to the actual one here. So it is a 5 by 4, or 5 by 4 by 3 system. You don't actually need this redstone torch here, that's just there to activate the light, and it takes the redstone torch in on this side here. And don't worry, you won't have to pause the video there to see this, I am going to show you how to build this. So, the items you will need to build this are 6 redstone dust, 2 comparators, 4 repeaters, a number of blocks of your choice. Make sure that these blocks can take a redstone signal, So that means no glass, and slabs you should avoid because they will take redstone signal up, but they cannot carry it back down. You also need one dropper, one hopper, 5 redstone torches. Then you'll need some sort of input. You can have your own button layout. I'm just adding this here purely for demonstration purposes, and some sort of output. Once again, purely for demonstration purposes, you can hook this up to whatever you want. Okay, so onto the build. I'm going to do this build in 3 parts, which is why there's 3 colours. Now it's a fairly simple circuit, but I'm going to do it in the 3 parts so I can explain to you what each part is doing. Let's just keep it on night. Okay, so start off, we'll go with the magenta wool here. So to start building this thing, first of all you want to place a dropper facing this way. Now this is going to be the second from the back block. So this is going to be at the back of the system. This here, your output block is going to be here, okay? So when you're building, consider that there is going to be your output block. Anyway, so you've got your dropper down first, you then want to place a hopper facing into the dropper, and for you people who are new to Minecraft Redstone, that's just shift and click on the dropper, with the hopper in your hand, of course. Next, you want to take your magenta wool, or whatever block you have decided to use, and you just want to create a shape like this. Now this is going to carry the signal from the latch and back to the hopper, which will turn it off again. Next, you want to take your redstone comparators, you want to place them like so. You then want to take your block of choice again, and just place 2 like that, a redstone torch on top, a block on top of that redstone torch, followed by another torch here. So this is the basics of the control circuit. Next I'm going to move on to the blue wool. Okay, so the next bit of this is the clock circuit. Now for the clock circuit, all you want to do is place a bit of wool here, again, or your block of choice. Place here, 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 and then one just there. You then want to place a redstone torch on this side here. Now this will power the dropper as it clicks around, and also acts. And also turns this bit here into a clock. Now, if you want to expand this clock system, you can actually bridge this off and have it run round here and in. You don't have to have that there. If you wanted to expand it, you could do something like this. Say you wanted it to run a bit longer. You could go like this, back in. You'd obviously set the timing differently, and then you just get rid of that one there. But we've got ours set to a nice simple rate, 3 ticks between them. Okay, so that's pretty much it for that circuit there. Next we're going to grab our yellow wool to do the latch circuit. Now for the latch circuit, you just want to place a bit of block here, rather, followed by a block up like that, one here, and a block there as well. You then want to take a redstone torch, place your redstone torch here, you want to place one here, you then want to take your remaining 2 repeaters, place one of them here. You don't need to worry about the tick timing of that, you can have it just set to 1, like so, and then all you need to finish this off is a bit of dust here. And that should be your system setup. Now for the output, we're just going to use a redstone lamp just as to demonstrate it, and as the input we're just going to place a button on top here. Now for the input, you can actually place the buttons in a variety of places. You can place them here, or you can place them on top here, or from any of the sides, as long as it doesn't mix with this redstone here. And by that I don't mean like this, that doesn't matter at all. I just mean, for instance, if you had a redstone line running like that and it would divert off power. You can't do it that way. Anyway, All you need to do now is decide how long you want this to run for. Let's say we want this to flash 8 times. We'll just take our items. They can be any items, they don't have to be these components here. All we have to do is press the button and it should run through 8 times. So all this is doing right now is transferring the components from the hopper to the dropper, and then it will just run through its flashing like so. There we have it. Now, of course, you can always speed this up if you wanted it to go a lot faster. You could do that. I haven't actually tested the fastest settings. Here's a slightly faster one. Now, there will always be that wait time, and the wait time will obviously be more for the more items you have, or the longer you want it to run through. You can consider that effectively startup time. Currently it's on 8. If we add another, let's go for 12, 17, we'll see that the wait time will be a lot longer. But it will turn on eventually, and there we have it. And that's it, guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. And if you want to come onto this server and see any more of my server-friendly redstone, that's what I created this for. You guys will probably find another use for it. Anyway, if you want to come onto the server, the IP for it is as follows. Okay, anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.